So, ingredients to make pro skateboard wax, you're going to need a can of Lysol, you're going to need WD-40, you're going to need a half Coke can, doesn't matter, I mean, all of them work. You're going to need just a little razor, scissors, knife, whatever. Then you're going to need a lighter. Then you're going to need something to stir the wax with once it's liquid. Then you're going to need crayons, doesn't matter which color, I mean, you can pick. Then you're going to need tea light candles, and the tea light candles should look like that when you put them in. Don't leave the metal on, like this. And the way to take these out, they're very simple. You don't have to like cut the metal or anything. Just take them out like this, pull the wick out, and there. You can just put that over here somewhere, trash can or whatever. And yeah, that's about all the ingredients you need. Oh, and also you're going to need a skateboard or just another piece of wood that you don't use very much. And you're also going to need fridge. That's about it. Okay, now we're actually going to show you how to make the wax. First, you take your half-cut Coke can and put it on there. But before that, you want to take one of those wicks that you got from the tea light candle. You want to take the bottom of that metal piece and just pull the little wick off, like that. Because, as you can see, we've already had one on there. But what you want to do is, so the flame can get under here, and the flame don't suffocate. You want oxygen to go to it, so you put that just at a little angle and let it cook like that. So now what you want to do is take your Lysol, spray it down real good, put the Coke can right up next to that metal piece. There we go. Now you take your lighter, and you're going to light that Lysol. And then, well, I kind of screwed up. You want to put your tea lights in there. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you can still put them in there. It's not going to burn you. I know. And then you put your WD-40 in there. Just about that much. Just so it lasts for about 20 seconds. And then, as you can see, the flame, it's just cooking. And as you can see, the wax is already melting. So, it just takes about 2 minutes to do this, and be right back. Alright, well, it's been a couple minutes, and as you can see, all the wax has melted. Might not be able to get it from there, but now what we're going to do is add color to it. And what you want to do is take your razor blade and your crayon. You just want to cut off the very tip of it, like where the paper meets the end of the crayon. That's where you want to cut it off. And most of the time, just cut a little bit and then snap it off with your finger, just like that. Now what we're going to do is just drop this piece of crayon into there, and within the first few seconds, it already starts to melt. So now, what you want to do is give it a little bit more heat for it to melt all the way. And then all you have to do after that is just wait a little for it to get really good melted. Yeah, it's getting pretty good melted. You just wait a few seconds. And then all you have to do is take whatever you got. I mean, we just got this little Sharpie. And take the end of it, or wherever, doesn't matter, and put it in and just stir it around. The flame might be a little hot above you, but it's not that bad. Trust me. Stir it up really good. And then, now what you want to do is add a little bit more WD-40 to it. That's about it. And then stir that. You got to stir it really good for it to all blend in with the wax itself and the coloring and the WD-40, and it all expands out into one piece. Okay. And now, since that is done, just wait about 10 seconds. Oh, and some of the mistakes you might make is you might add a little too much WD-40 and it might be too slippery, and if you don't add enough, it might be really chalky. But the reason it might be chalky is if you put this whole entire crayon in it, then it'll be really, really badly chalky. That's why we only take that little piece off, because as you can see, just that little piece just makes that. It all blends in and it's dark. But most of the time it'll be light, like a lighter color, but, I mean, it's wax. So, since it's all liquid now, all you want to do is just put it in a place. We already have a fan over here, so what you want to do is just put it in front of the fan, just about right there, and wait an hour and a half, or not an hour and a half hour to an hour. And then once most of the top of it and the middle of it has like hardened up and it's not very warm anymore, I mean, you can put it in the freezer from about 3 to 5 minutes. As you can see, we haven't put these in the freezer, but that's okay. I mean, they're still in the fan. And what the fan does is it comes in and it goes in the top of the circle, and then it hardens the top and the middle part of the actual wax. So now all we're going to do is just wait for that to harden up, and we'll be right back. And now, here's the finished products. These have been in the freezer. We've already used some of them just to test it. And these have been air dried. No, wait. Switch that around. Those have been air dried, and those have been freezer. That's right. So, as you can see, purple, green, gray, yellow, red, and pink. And that's all for our Pro Skateboard Wax. I hope you enjoy, and hope this video has helped you out a lot.